The troubling trend that can cost you some big bucks, thieves targeting cars for their catalytic converters, leaving you with a pricey repair job.
Well, being targeted by catalytic converter thieves has sadly just become part of the risk of living in the Houston area.
Well, converter thefts have skyrocketed in recent years. West St. Paul police said today they saw a 700% increase in thefts from 2020 to 2021.
So we have a problem right now in the country, and nobody's car is safe from it. People are taking a minute, if not even less, to crawl underneath your car, cut out your catalytic converter, and they're taking that and selling it to either scrap yards or on the black market, and they're making pretty good money doing it. And then you're left with no car and a bill that is not going to be so cheap to fix. So in this one, we're going to be taking our Tacoma and we're going to be installing a cat guard from CaliRaised LED. So we got the cat guards here on the table. Let's take a look at them real quick and see everything that you're going to be getting with your kit. You have the driver's side and the passenger side cat guard. These are made from a 12 gauge stainless steel. They're all CNC bent. You have all of these holes here in the design for heat dissipation on your catalytic converter. And just to note, this is a full bolt-on design. There's no cutting or anything like that. You're just going to unbolt some things on the bottom of your Tacoma, put these in place, and then replace some of your bolts with these security bolts that they give you. They also give you a tool so you can install these bolts. And these are gonna work on 16 to 23 Tacomas, 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, access cab, double cab, long bed, short bed, doesn't matter. The only thing that they don't work with currently is manual transmission, so keep that in mind. But if you grab a set of these, you're gonna be saving yourself some money because these run just under 200 bucks and a catalytic converter is gonna be way more than that. So let's go ahead and get the Tacoma up on the lift and we'll get these installed. All right, so looking under the Tacoma, you can clearly see we have a catalytic converter here and right here, and they're very easy for someone to just crawl underneath your vehicle, cut them out really quick, and they'll be gone in a matter of a minute. So we are gonna be going ahead and getting the CaliRaised LED cat guards installed right here. You also do have some cats up farther, closer to your exhaust manifold. Those are pretty hard to get. You're gonna have to take out the bolts for this bracket. And we also have these bolts here for this cross member. We're gonna have to go ahead and take those out as well, and we can get it installed. All right, so we're ready to start putting the cat shields on. I have my tools over here on the cart. I just have a ratchet 14mm wrench, and I have a 14mm socket and a 12mm socket. And then for the security tool, I'm using a 1/4-inch socket. I wouldn't use a impact on the security tool. I would just use a regular ratchet because you don't want to strip that out and then not be able to ever get it off. So let's go ahead and start taking some of this stuff off. So the first thing I'm going to take off is this bracket right here. We're going to have two 12mm bolts here and two 12mm bolts here. Take all 4 of those out. Next up, we have this cross member here, which is holding up your transmission. You're gonna have a 14mm bolt and nuts holding this in, 2 on each side. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take those 14mm nuts off, and then we're gonna back the bolt out just a little bit, maybe a 1/2 inch or so. You don't wanna be pulling these bolts out all the way because this is holding your transmission up. So at this point, we are ready to put the cat shield up on the passenger side. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab the passenger shield, and you can see this hole here at the corner. That is where we're gonna be putting this rubber insulator. So we're gonna put this rubber insulator that's included with the kit, and it's gonna be going in this orientation with the small side facing towards the ground and the bigger side facing up. And this is going to help prevent this from vibrating on your frame. So now with that rubber plug in there, we are ready to go ahead and install this. We're going to take this part and we're going to put it up and over the cross member for your transmission, like so. So with the cat shield in position, we can go ahead and reinstall our bracket here. We're going to be putting the OEM hardware back into our cross member, and then we are going to be putting the new security hardware over here between the cat shield and the frame. Go ahead and get the bolts started so it can stay up. So one thing to take into consideration with the Tacoma up on the lift, I'm trying to install this thing and I can't get the hole to line up properly over here, and it's because the foot for the lift is preventing me from moving the shield over to where I need it to. So just be cautious of where, if you're putting it on a lift, be cautious of where you're putting your feet because they might be getting in the way. Now we can go ahead and run this hardware back through the cat shield, and we can reinstall the nuts and tighten that down. You might have to pull down on the cat shield a little bit to get the bolts to line up. That one's through. Go ahead, put the nuts back on. And we'll go ahead and tighten those down. You might need a 14mm wrench on the other side to hold it from spinning. Go ahead and crank them down. So at this point, the passenger side is finished. So we can go ahead, repeat the same steps on the driver's side, take out this bracket here, and then take out the nuts here for your cross member. Just make sure, like I said, don't pull these bolts completely out, and install the cat shield and reinstall your bolts. All right, so we finished up on the driver's side, and if you took notice when you were putting the CaliRaised shield on there, this catalytic converter has an OEM shield around it already, where the passenger one does not. Now, we reached out to CaliRaised because we saw that the cat was really close or touching the cat shield, and CaliRaised assured us that it would be fine. The truck that they did testing on was slightly touching the cat shield, and there was no issues. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap up this install on the CaliRaised LED cat shields. If you wanna grab one of these and have some more security while you sleep at night, grab one at yourexpedition.com. If you like this video, make sure to give it a like. If you're new to our channel, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one.